dust rolls across the canyon floor. Boot prints fading, but they tell much more. A shadow rides where the sun runs low, a name unspoken, yet the legends grow. No silver badge, no song sung loud, just a quiet man lost in the crowd. He drew no fame, he claimed no land, just carried honor in his calloused hands. He's a unspoken hero, the one you'll never know, riding through the night where the cold winds blow. No statue stand, no storylines told, but he saved this town with a heart of gold. Children laugh where the rifles ring, freedom's hymn where the church bells sing. He walked away when the fight was done, back to the silence, away from the sun. He's a unspoken hero, the one you'll never know, riding through the night where the cold winds blow. No statue stand, no storylines told, but he saved this town with a heart of gold. Whistles through the canyon, whispers in the dark. His story lives in every beating heart. He asked for nothing, not a song nor cheer, just a sky of stars and a trail so clear. Now the years roll on, the west grows old, but campfire flames still keep the tale bold. They'll never carve his name in stone, but heroes don't need fame to call it home. He's the unspoken hero, the one you'll never know, riding through the night where the wild winds blow. No statue stand, no storylines told, but he saved this town with a heart of gold. Footsteps fade, the trail runs wide. An unspoken hero, forever he rides. Dust on my boots, the sun sinking low, a shadow behind me, nowhere left to go. The church bell is ringing, the town holds its breath. I walk down this street on the edge of my death. I'm a dead man walking with a desert wind, paying for the life I live, for every sin. Whistling echoes through the canyon wide. Dead man walking, nowhere left to hide. The saloon doors creak, folks scatter away. They whisper my name, but nobody prays. A sheriff's badge gleams in the cold dying light. One last showdown before the fall of night. I'm a dead man walking with the desert wind, paying for the life I live, for every sin. Whistling echoes through the canyon wide. Dead man walking, nowhere left to hide. Every outlaw knows the price of the gun. A trail of smoke when the dealing is done. But a man can't outrun the truth for long. The silence will sing my farewell song. Night sky falls, the stars start to burn. No road ahead and no way to turn. A ghost in the saddle, I'll ride till I fade, marked by the choices that I have made. I'm a dead man walking with a desert wind, paying for the life I lived, for every sin. Boots keep dragging through the dust and time. Dead man walking, singing my last rhyme. Dead man walking, the story's told. A name carved in stone and a heart grown cold. Whistle fades in the midnight air. Dead man walking, but no one's there. The wind's still humming through the canyon floor. Dust settles down where the rifles once roared. The crows circle high with their secrets to keep, and the earth holds the blood that it drinks in deep. Smoke from the fight still clings to the pines. Bullet shells glisten like silver in lines. The horses are restless, the saddle's gone cold, and the stories left here will never be told. Now there's nothing but the silence after the storm. just echoes of thunder where vengeance was born. The fire is gone, but the ash is still worn of the price that we paid when the devil gets warm. Boot prints are scattered like ghosts in the sand. Some led to freedom, some made their last stand. The preacher rides off with a Bible in hand, while a widow kneels down where he once took a stand. Now there's nothing but the silence after the storm, just echoes of thunder where vengeance was born. The fire is gone, but the ash is still worn of the price that we paid when the devil gets warm. A man draws a line in the dust with regret and swears by the sun he won't ever forget. But peace is a stranger that don't linger long. She leaves when the gunfire gives way to a song. The tavern's rebuilt, but the chairs sit askew. Old men still whisper about who shot who. But deep in the plains where the sagebrush grows, there's a grave marked in silence nobody knows. Now there's nothing but the silence after the storm, just echoes of thunder where vengeance was born. The fire is gone, but the ash is still worn of the price that we paid when the devil gets warm. The silence after the storm. Dust in the dawn, boots heavy on stone. They carve my path, but I walk it alone. Crowd gathers close, but no one speaks. Just the creak of the road and the chapels bleed. Sheriff said prayers, but I doubt God came. I ain't no saint, just a man with shame. Gun still hot from a reckless night. I shot for love, not for spite. These are the steps to the gallows, slow and true, each echo a memory I can't undo. Heart full of fire, soul full of sin, but I'd ride that road all over again. I see her face in the noonday haze, her tear-streaked cheeks, her silent gaze. She wore the locket I gave that spring. Now it swings like fate on a silver string. I ain't asking mercy, don't need no grace. I knew the price when I saw his face. He raised his hand, I drew my gun. 2 lives ended, but I was the one. These are the steps to the gallows, carved in stone, where a man meets truth when he's all alone. Heart full of thunder, soul full of pain, but I'd do it all just to see her again. The preacher whispers, son, it's time, but his words don't rhyme with the guilt in mine. The wind, it whistles like a ghost in my ear, telling tales of regret I refuse to hear. One last breath, one last sky. The sun don't blink when it's time to die. But if there's a place where good hearts go, let her know I never let her go. These are the steps to the gallows, slow and wide, where a man's last truth ain't easy to hide. Heart full of sorrow, soul on the mend. Tell her I carried her love to the end. Out past the canyon where the red winds blow, he rode alone where the sagebrush grows. Sun on his back, dust in his eyes, he whispered her name to the empty skies. They said goodbye in a tear-soaked dawn, a kiss on her lips, and then he was gone. She gave him a ring, gold warm and warm, and told him to wear it till he came home. He carried her ring till the end of the trail, through thunder and fire, through blood and hail. A promise unbroken, love carved in stone. He never let go, though he rode alone. with outlaws and ghosts in the dark, but never once lost that piece of her heart. Wrapped in a cloth close to his chest, a circle of hope that gave him rest. Years turned to shadows, the town's moved on. The girl was buried, her memory strong. He never remarried, just tipped his hat to her photograph where his saddle sat. He carried her ring till the end of the trail, through thunder and fire, through blood and hail. A promise unbroken, love carved in stone. He never let go, though he rode alone. When they found him beneath that silver moon, the ring in his hand, his time come too soon. A note by his side, barely could read. I kept her near, she was all I'd need. He carried a ring till the end of the trail, through thunder and fire, through blood and hail. And now he's with her, no more to roam. A cowboy at peace, finally home. I carved my name in the canyon wall. I left behind a trail where the lawmen crawl. Dust on my boots, blood on my hands. I lost my soul to these wicked lands. The whiskey burns, but it don't cleanse sin. I keep riding from where I've been. There's a woman's cry in the desert wind, and a prayer I'll never earn again. There's no road to forgive me, no church bell ring. I hear the judgment in the thunder every time the coyotes sing. This heart is a prison, these hands have done wrong. A broken man riding shadows where redemption don't belong. sheriff's eyes were cold and gray. He said, son, you best ride far away, but you can't outrun what's in your chest, and the ghost don't let a man rest. I kissed her goodbye with a hollow smile, left a promise dead on the prairie mile. Now I dream of her in a white sundress, while I sleep in guilt's wilderness. There's no road to forgive me, no preacher in the light, only moonshine on my shadow as I vanish with the night. Each step's a confession, each mile is a sin. A drifter cursed to wander where mercy never begins. If I had $1 for every tear, I'd buy back time and draw her near. But silver can't undo what's done. The West don't spare its fallen sons. They'll find me cold near the river bend, where silence is the only friend. No stone, no cross, no final bed, just wind and dust where outlaws bled. There's no road to forgive me, no light in my sky, just the creak of leather and sorrow as I ride alone till I die. This song is my penance, these words are my plea, but the trail to salvation was never meant for me.